Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a vlog for you. We're going to do a Q&A. Somebody suggested that I should do a video talking about dance and people who had questions for starting out dance and things about dance class and all of that good stuff. So let's dive right in. First question is, should I go to dance class? And the answer, of course, I say is yes. Go. Rather it's for I want to get back in shape, or I used to dance and I remember I loved it, I wanted to go back. Any of that, just go. It's really just all about having fun and good vibes, and I promise nobody's gonna judge you, and if they do, pick a different dance studio. Next question is, how do I know what my level is? If you know I've never danced a day before in my life, I've never taken a dance class before, try the beginner. See how you feel about it. If you think, yeah, I could be a little more advanced than that, then, you know, bump up the next time. But I think for most people, starting off at a beginner level is probably the best thing, because you want to be able to feel confident and walk out of the class like, I killed that, rather than being like, oh geez, I look like an idiot, I'm never coming back here again. Question number 3 is, how do I know what style is best for me? Well, usually I think the easiest style for most people, just from like our pop culture and watching music videos and going dancing with friends and all that stuff, is hip hop. Usually people can like latch on to like just hip hop rhythm is a lot easier, it's a lot more natural for people, but some people that's not the case at all. Some people are really graceful and they don't understand that like hit of hip hop. Some people they really like jazz. If you're somebody who really likes your long lines and you really love doing spins and turns and you're very graceful, I say start off with the jazz class. If you're somebody who has a background in ballet, or you've always adored the ballerinas and how beautiful and graceful they are, try a ballet class. Be prepared, the ballet is going to be a little bit more structural. You're going to have to be a lot more specific in your dance moves, while like hip hop and jazz are going to be a little more open to interpretation. Contemporary is kind of like a good little in-between, I'd say, jazz and ballet, because you get that graceful technique that comes with ballet, but you also get a lot of those like long lines, extended movements that come from jazz. Question number 4, what should I wear to dance class? It depends on what style you're taking. So if you're taking hip hop, definitely wear something that you're comfortable in. So like sneakers for sure. Don't show up in like jazz shoes or be expecting to go barefoot in hip hop. You're always gonna need your sneakers. I say like your Nikes, your Adidas, you know, whatever's on that list for you. You could wear like leggings to hip hop class, you could wear baggy sweats to hip hop class, basically anything that you feel comfortable in. For jazz, contemporary, definitely something that's a little more form-fitting, so you're gonna wear, you know, your leggings or your workout pants that are a little more, you know, form-fitting on you. You're gonna want to wear your sports bra. Some dance classes it's totally normal to just wear a sports bra and not a top on top of it, and if you're comfortable, I think that's a really great way to see your body in the mirror. Ballet, usually they'll be pretty specific. Most studios that are teaching serious ballet classes, they'll tell you you need to wear this, this, and this. But for the most part, like if you don't own a leotard and you're just coming to try a ballet class just to see what it's about, just show up in your leggings, show up in sports bra, show up in something that's tighter, form-fitting. Even just wearing like a sports bra with like a cami over it would be good for ballet, just so that you can kind of, you need to be able to see your body. In ballet, that's the most important part, because you need to see, your teacher needs to be able to see what form you're in when you're dancing, so form-fitting clothing for that. And then for jazz and contemporary classes, if you have jazz shoes, that's obviously the best thing to wear, but if not, come prepared to wear your socks, or like even fold them so that it's just like over your toes and that your heels are exposed, so that for turning, things like that. I'll leave a link below. My favorite shoes to wear to like contemporary classes are these little, I call them toe undies. So I'll put a link below for the toe undies that I have. They're fabulous, they're super cheap, they're super fun. They literally just go over the ball of your foot and like around your toes. It's underwear for your toes, basically. Next thing is, should I wear makeup to dance class? Well, okay, this also really depends on where you're at. So dancing, growing up dancing in the studios in like Oregon and in Portland, I never really wore makeup to dance class because I knew I was going to sweat it all off, and I really hate wearing makeup when I'm sweating because I just feel like that's acne causer number one. But there's people who love to go to the gym and they wear their full face of makeup in the gym, and that's what makes them feel comfortable and confident. So I say, you do you, boo. If you feel comfortable wearing your makeup and you don't mind sweating half of it off, or you got some like really awesome waterproof makeup, do it, wear your makeup. If not, there's no pressure. However, if you're somebody who's going to dance in Hollywood, or you're somewhere at one of those studios that they film all the time, go ahead and put your base on. Don't go crazy with the makeup because not everybody's going to be wearing makeup. When I went to Hollywood though, the classes at like Millennium and Movement Lifestyle and IDA, most of the people did wear full on makeup, so I ended up wearing makeup to class pretty much every time I went, just because that was the norm and there was cameras on and things like that. Next question is, should I bring friends? So if you mean bring friends to dance with you in dance class, yes, absolutely, hands down. Dance class is so much more fun when you bring friends with you, because even if you feel like you're not getting the routine at all, if you feel like you're messing up, you can turn and laugh to your friend and be like, did you see what I just did that last time? Even sometimes, like when I was younger, I had friends come with me just as like moral support, and they would just like hang out and watch the class. And if studios allow that, and your friends are down for that, I mean, go for it. But check with the studio beforehand if your friend isn't going to be participating in class, if there's an area for them to watch or wait in, just to make sure you're not overstepping whatever that studio's policy is. Next question is, what should I expect from the teacher? So again, this depends on what style, so I'm going to kind of speak off of more hip-hop stuff. Each teacher teaches a different way. So you'll get teachers that are strictly by counts, and they're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how they're going to teach the routine, and they're going to give you those counts to lay on. And then sometimes you're going to get the beatbox teacher that's just like boom, boom, cat, boom, hit, hit, hey. And then you're going to get some teachers that just teach over the top of the music, where I've had teachers, you walk in and they just start the music and they go. And you all just go and you get that, and then as soon as you get that, then they say, okay, next move, hit, hit, and then you throw, and then you add it, and then they teach the whole routine that way, which I think is really fun. Some people that's harder to learn that way because it's confusing, and some people it's more fun to learn that way because they don't have to focus on the verbal aspect of dancing. They just get to learn with the music. A lot of times dance teachers will say, okay, we're gonna go full out, and then they'll say, okay, just mark it this time. And when they say just mark it, they mean going from like big hits to like, you're just gonna kind of mark it. You're just kind of like going through it to get the muscle memory, and you're not really like boom ha, boom ha. But for the most part, what you should expect from your teacher is encouragement. I speak for myself, but when I teach, I want my students to have fun, and I want them to grow and be confident dancers. When they're watching you, if they've taught you the routine and they're turned around and they're not walking you through it anymore and they're staring at you, they're not staring you down and judging you for like, you're not doing my choreo the way that I wanted you to. They're looking at you to see, number one, how well you grasped it, because that's a reflection on their teaching. Number two, what your take is on it, because every dancer has their own style, where the dance move might be like this, and some people are going to be boom ha with it, some people are going to be really smooth with it, some people are going to be really big with it, some people are going to be really small with it. And so one move the choreographer could do could look different on 20 different people. So I personally as a teacher love to see that. So that's a large reason why they're turning around looking at you. Don't be afraid, they're not judging you, I promise. But I think the biggest thing is that teachers want your participation, they want your feedback, they want you, when they turn around they say, is everybody good? They want people to be like, yeah, we're great, or like, no, back it up. I think overall you should just expect encouragement from your teacher. Next question is, how should I practice on my own? So I think practice is the most important part of all this. Like, you could show up for class 7 days a week and you could kill it in class, but you need to be practicing at home on freestyle. You need to practice on maybe those few moves in that class that you feel like you didn't do that, you didn't kill it. Work on those ones specifically. But I think the easiest way when you're starting out is to take the routine that your instructor taught you in class, bring it home, practice the same routine over and over again. And a lot of teachers are not opposed to you filming, so film the class doing it so that you can go back and reference back to it. Or if you feel like, you know, I got the routine, but there was that one move, go home and practice that move over and over and over again. I think also another way practicing that's really, really important, and this is like also for practicing in class. For practicing in class, I tell my students all the time, complete your moves. Complete your moves. So what I mean by that is like, yeah, you could mark this all day long and this is still completing the move, but some people like just throw their move away. Like if this is the move, boom, and they're just going, that's not marking, that's just throwing your move away. You need to complete it, like it needs to go from point A to point B. Another note on how you should be practicing at home, make sure you're stretching. Stretch, stretch, stretch. When you feel like you're stretched out, you're gonna be able to do your moves bigger and better. And that crosses of any style, even hip hop. Like if you're going down for that Beyonce drop and you have really tight hip flexors, you're not gonna hit that Beyonce drop like the girl next to you who has her middle splits. It's just a fact. So yeah, that was kind of my rundown of dance class. If you really liked this Q&A, which I kind of have fun doing it, send me more Q&A questions and I would love to do more of these down the road. Check back every week, there will be a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a lovely week. My dog is eating the tripod. That's the best way to start a vlog. Zeus, say hi to everybody. Okay, chill out. No, I can't play right now. I'm finishing this video.